The Accounting Influencers Podcast.
Cutting through the crap to bring you the very best interviews, insights, and wisdom
From the planet's most influential people in the accounting and fintech world. The Accounting Influencers Podcast.
And a big shout out to one of our special podcast partners, Dext.com. They're where we seek bank. They've been through a great rebound. There's a lot of great stuff going on there, Martin, isn't there, at Dext?
You know what, Rob? I always speak to accounting firms about having a strong, clearly articulated value proposition really early on in their messaging. You know, as soon as you see that firm, it tells you something. When I go to Dext.com, that's DEXT.com, it says right in front of me, we make accountants and bookkeepers and the businesses you advise more productive, profitable, and powerful with better data and insights. Those three alliterative P's there: productive, profitable, and powerful. What a great, clear value proposition. So, as accounting practitioners listening to this, if you're looking to make your firm more productive, profitable, and powerful, not just for you, but for the businesses you advise, go to Dext.com, that's DEXT.com, and start a free trial or book a demo.
Love that. Dext gives you more time and better data to advise on your clients' businesses. So you accountants, get over to Dext.com. Thank you. In this week's Here's What Works section for accounting practitioners, we are looking at the holy grail of business growth for accountants. Martin, it's the topic of referrals, one that's very dear to you.
I like to tell a story in these sections, so you're sitting comfortably. For this one, we've traveled to Pennsylvania, or if you're listening from Pennsylvania, so there we are. And we go to a firm who was concerned about the low end of their clients and had received a lot of information and content and advice to sack or fire their clients. And it didn't sit well with them. And they felt there was a better way. I was asked to consult, and in consultation, we chose to what we might call color test, a real bottom end of the clients. So rather than risking the client base, we didn't do that. We looked at 5 or 6 clients who, if we did offend them and if they did leave, no tears would be shed as a result. It would actually be a bit of a relief. And we thought, okay, this is a safe test or control for us because we know we can't lose here. We went to these 6 clients where the relationship at the time was untenable. So the fee was too low, the work was too rubbish, the client was too hard work. There was all those factors involved. We had prepared the partners to go to the clients and to have a meeting. So they call them up and say, can I talk to you? I've got some ideas about your business. And to sit down and be this frank, Rob, to actually say, we can't continue as we are in our relationship because of our overheads and what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to build, because of the price that you pay, which is our fault, we set it. For these reasons, we can't continue as we are. So something's got to change, and we're here to bring you 3 ideas. Idea number 1 was that the business, the client, was cut loose. And so what we're going to do is, you know, we're not going to try and up your fee or anything like that. We have a sister firm here who deals with smaller businesses like you. So we are going to parcel you up and sell you off to this other organization, and God bless all who sell in you. Best of luck. That's option 1. In option 2, we're going to put the price up. We're going to put the price up by 10% in year 1. And then we're going to put it up 10% in perpetuity until what you pay is equal to our average fee. Okay, so this is the very low end of clients that are doing this with. The third and final option, if you don't like the first 2, you can stay at the fee you're currently at and at the service level that you're currently at from us, but it's going to cost you 3 referrals. Now, not free referrals like you lot are. The last thing we need is more garbage like you. I didn't say that, but you get the general idea. We're going to specify to you exactly who we're looking for, and you're going to rack your brain in your network to find them for us. Now, this isn't just 3 referrals this year. This is 3 referrals every year as compensation for A, being a crap client, and B, being at the low end of our fee range. So take your pick. You can leave, you can have your price put up, or you can stay as you are, but give us 3 referrals, and we will dictate to you who they are going to be in terms of quality. And would you believe it, Rob? 6 out of 6 went with the referral option. Now, because of this, there was a lot of coaching to be done from the firm on getting the right quality of referrals, but that is an immediate 18 referrals that, if the practice coached them well enough, are grade A or grade B style opportunities. What would you pay to get 18 grade A style opportunities? At the time that I departed this story, some had been converted. Now, the ones that had been converted came to a cumulative total of $72,000 in annual fees. So that sort of bottom 6 pond scum set of clients that were supposed to be ripe for the leaving, and we can get rid of them, that would have been cast aside otherwise, yielded an immediate return of 72,000 in exchange for staying as they were. And there was more on top of that, which I can't report on because I don't know the rest of the story. And it was in perpetuity.
Wow. That's a brilliant story. And I guess then, if we're looking at here's what works for referrals with accountants, tip number 1, Martin, would be go to your existing client base and recalibrate that relationship with referrals as an option to keep the price as it is.
Well, it would be if I was doing the tips this week. But I know that you get heavily involved in this kind of work yourself. So having told the story, that's my bit done. I'm going to pass the baton to you, Rob, to ask you for your top 2 or 3 tips on generating grade A style referrals.
Let's go for this. The first thing I would say to accountants is don't rely on referrals as a primary source of business if you're not willing to be proactive about it. And by that, I mean, if you ask 99% of accountants, Martin, where the business comes from, they'll puff out the chest and say referrals, recommendations, introductions. But they're just going out there doing a good job, coming back and hoping that the phone will ring. The problem with that is it's reactive. You're relying on third parties to dictate how fast your business grows. You can't legislate for what kind of referrals will come in, when they will come in, of what magnitude they will come in, whether the right kind of business. So you've got to be really intentional with referrals. If you're going to make it a purposeful part of your business, then identify the best sources, like those clients that you mentioned that need recalibrating on price, or some external introducers or other departments within your firm, wherever it's going to be. Decide on your referral sources and have meaningful conversations with them. The next thing I'd say is be really clear on what you're looking for. So if I were to ask you, Martin, to go out and bring me back some food, I'm feeling a little bit hungry, go and get me a snack, and you brought back something that I didn't like, whose fault would that be? Completely my fault, because I didn't tell you what I wanted. So you bring me back a packet of smoky bacon flavor crisps, they're not my favorite, or the wrong kind of chocolate, that's my fault. So if you're asking people to introduce you and refer you, you've got to say exactly what you're looking for. Otherwise, you can have no complaints when they bring you back something with the best of intentions that you don't want.
Yep, absolutely right.
So they're the top 2 tips I would say. Be really intentional with it. Be really clear on what you want. Be specific, if you like, on who you're going to ask for them. And do you want to throw one more in the mix to leave them with, Martin?
No, I want to come back to your first one, because what I like about that, and the message that I think our listeners should really go for it, is you said don't rely on referrals, okay, which is a great point. Let me turn it around. Imagine, dear listener, that you went to a business that wasn't your client and they had big ambitions for growth, and you said, great, well, we can help you with that. What are your plans that are in place already in terms of growth? Where's the new business that you want coming from? It comes to the door, referral based. Well, what if that tap gets turned off? What's your plan B? I haven't got one. You would have a big red flag in your head that these people are not in control of their own future. That's how an accounting firm looks to a commercially astute business owner.
So the message for you today, accounting practitioners, bookkeepers, CPAs, if you want to get more of a handle on your referral business, be a lot more intentional with it, be structured, be proactive with it, be targeted and focused with it, and you'll get much better results. Let us know how it goes. And thank you to our special sponsors, iris.co.uk. Martin, you saw a great video just recently from Iris, didn't you?
Yeah, what I think people don't understand about Iris is they were ahead of the game for MTD Phase 1 because they were the first software vendor to be listed as approved by the HMRC for MTD filing. And guess what? They're fully prepared for the next. So they've got an MTD webinar on demand that you can catch up with at any time. Rob, where do they go to see this?
It's iris.co.uk/MTD webinar. That stands for Making Tax Digital for our international listeners. And there's some great stuff there that you need to know to guide you through the whole Making Tax Digital initiative. So iris.co.uk/MTD webinar. Right, Martin?
That's right. So wherever you are in your journey, at Iris know that they have the knowledge and tools to help you in the next steps. That's iris.co.uk/MTD webinar.